Boom, 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 boom. Here's my sales aids, my buyer, classroom. Dan,
Hey,
how's it going?
good. How are you, man?
Doing great, man. Doing great. So good to see you
Yeah,
again.
good to see you too.
Look, it's been a while. I swear the last time I was talking to you, we were over at the furnace place down in Moncton having a couple.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm getting a bit rowdy that night.
Oh,
Eh?
it wasn't that. You were talking about building that ODR.
Yeah, man. I actually got it built last week. You know, Luke loves
Really?
it. He's out there all the
Oh
time.
man, that's great, man.
It's good for all the family
I
too.
gotta get Johnny
Oh,
out there
yeah, he'd
soon.
love it.
Awesome, Dan. Well, look, I just want to say I appreciate you taking the time to meet
Yeah,
with me
man.
today. I know how busy your calendar can get, so I'll try to keep things focused, straightforward, and respectful of your time.
Yeah,
of
I
course.
appreciate that.
Great. So, short agenda for today. Pretty much, we're gonna look over the future opportunity of being the official glove sponsor or supplier of the CHL. I'm gonna talk about a couple of the benefits, features that comes along with the CCM gloves, and we'll see what you think about it. How does that
Yeah,
sound?
definitely. Let's get right into it.
Awesome, Dan. So, I just got a couple questions for you. First one: how are gloves? How are gloves currently managed across the CHL?
Well, you know, right now, currently, we don't have an exclusive glove brand. You know,
Uh-huh.
lots of different teams use brands like Warrior, Bauer, True, CCM, stuff like that.
Right.
Team Austin use different brands depending on player preference and availability.
Okay. Now, would you say that there's sort of a inconsistency across the league, having different brands? You don't get that overall unified image?
Oh yeah, it definitely creates a little bit of inconsistency throughout the league. I mean, not every player gets the same quality, and it's harder to maintain a united front, professional look to the league.
Mm-hmm. So, with that inconsistency, what sort of impacts do you think that has on the players or your league?
I mean, yeah, it probably hurts both, to be quite honest with you. The league miss out on the value of having one unified, trusted brand partner, and the players aren't getting the best performance or quality.
Right. Okay. Performance and quality. Would it be in your best interest to partner with a company that values performance and comfortability and safety as much as the CHL does?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Great. All right. So let's just get into it then, Dan.
Absolutely.
So, a couple things about CCM. We've been a leading hockey manufacturer for over a century. We make everything from gloves to sticks to skates. You name it, we make it, right? We're proudly built in Canada, and we're trying to innovate at every level. So, for our products, our main two glove lines are the CCM Tax and the CCM FT8 Pro lines. These gloves offer elite protection and breathability and comfortability in all areas for the gloves. Players seem to like them. But today, our main focus is on the CCM FT8 Pro line, which is our newest line of gloves, and they're actually our most technological, advanced gloves.
Okay.
Right. So we'll just dive into that. How does that sound?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get right into it.
Great, Dan. So the first thing I want to show you is some mock-ups for the QMJHL League. I can get these done for every league as well. But I want to show you the customization features that we offer with the gloves. So, with the CCM FT8 Pro gloves, we can get a custom embroidered patch on the gloves on the thumb. And what this allows you is your league will get more visibility, more marketing opportunities, and it gives you that unified look that you were looking for. Right? So, let me just pull this up for you real quick, my QMJHL designs. And here they are. As you can see, you can name off a couple of the teams here. We got Moncton, we got the Mooseheads right there.
Okay, Sea Dogs down there, represent.
Sea Dogs, you're a Dogs fan.
Big Dogs fan, born and raised.
Right, but as you can see, these gloves look very professional. The colors are one-of-one match with the jerseys, and that special patch would look good.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Great. So another feature I'd like to talk about is our AER Tech ventilation technology. Now you may be wondering what.
No idea what that is, eh?
Exactly, hey, I get that a lot, but that's because this is the most innovative feature we've ever released in gloves that nobody else offers. What this ventilation tech means is pretty much there are little holes placed inside the gloves so air can pass through and pass out more easily, so your gloves don't get soggy or wet or hard in between games. I don't know about you, Dan, but do you think the players would appreciate having?
Oh man, absolutely. I think
Yeah.
that was one of the worst things as players, getting up, waking up in wet gloves at 6 a.m. in the morning practice. So yeah,
100%. So I actually brought in 2 pairs of gloves. The first one is a pair of Bauer gloves that a player used for a whole season. So just tell me what you think about this gloves, what you notice.
Right off the bat, super wet. You know,
Mm.
feels really worn down. Just by looking at the glove, you can tell it's just a lot of wear and tear. It looks like it's been through war.
Right.
The palm it's a bit crusty in the palm, a bit wet. Just what overall, it just doesn't really feel the best.
Now, I'll show you a pair of CCM FTA Pro gloves that were used by a player for a whole season. Let me know what you think about
I mean,
that.
right off the bat, I mean, it's just this nice smooth feel, the double palm. You say these were worn for a whole season?
Yes.
Look brand new to me.
Yeah.
Good protection.
And that's
Pretty
just
good.
thanks to the ventilation technology that allows this glove to keep its shape and structure and overall stay comfy. A lot of players prefer these, but you also mentioned the protection feels better, right? And that's what I'm gonna get into next. So these gloves offer a Zote foam high density protection, and what this means is that around the glove, around your palm area, your knuckle, your fingers, and your thumb have more protection, so you won't get hurt from slashes, pucks, or sticks. As you can see in the Bauer glove, they don't offer full protection in some areas where you might get hurt. On top of that, our Sensolast palm allows for more durability. So as you can see, this palm, it's nice and smooth. It looks like it's never been worn. You can see no cuts in there, no holes, compared to the other glove, which is more worn down, might not feel as good, it has holes, and that raises some safety concerns. So I also have a hockey stick I'll give you the other glove if you want, just so you can try out the palm, see how that feels, see how the protection feels. Right back. Let me know what you think about that feel.
Man, right off the rip, feels good. It just feels like just skin and stick.
Right,
I feel like there's a glove there.
And through countless player surveys, they mentioned that the feel in their palm, it feels like you're not even wearing gloves.
Wow.
Which is something they value a lot.
That's unreal.
Right on. That's amazing. Here, I can take this stick for you. Beautiful.
Now that's all good and awesome, but our current glove sponsor already gives us a pretty good deal.
Well, look, Dan, I completely understand. I know the upfront cost of these gloves might be a bit pricey. However, since of our high density foam we have, the Sensolast palm, and the ventilation technology, as you can clearly see, it allows the gloves to last longer. But not only that, it actually saves you money over time, believe it or not. So if you take a look right here, I had my crew do a little breakdown between the CCM gloves and competitors for a full season. So as you can see, the average CCM player uses 1.8 pairs a year, and the average Bauer player uses 2.6. Now that might not look like a big difference, but if you look at the prices, that equates to around $7,000 per team if they supply with CCM gloves. With Bauer gloves, it's $11,000, right? And the price goes up because you need to replace the gloves more often. Overall, that equates to a $263,000 amount of money that you're saving just from switching to CCM, right? Now, wouldn't you agree that the upfront cost being a bit higher, it's worth it in the long run because you don't get to replace them as often, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
More effective.
Just
Great.
that just some players in the league might prefer different brands.
Right. Dan, I completely understand that. I was a bit picky too back when I played. You have a pair of gloves, you get used to them, they're worked in. You don't want to switch them, right? Even if they're beat up, they could be missing a thumb, it could be missing something, but you still want to wear it. I completely get it. But Through player surveys, through leagues and interviews, we have found out that players actually prefer CCM gloves. So we have a testimonial from one of the best players in the league right now, and arguably all time, Sidney Crosby.
It's a kid.
Familiar, right? He said that he's always stuck with CCM gloves because they give him the perfect mix of comfort, durability, and feel. They break in fast, stay consistent, and let him play without thinking about his hands. In addition, in an alternate survey, we have found out that 54% of NHL players use CCM gloves as their primary game model. Now, do you think if we give players a short demo period or triability run, you think they would appreciate the CCM gloves?
Yeah, no, I think they would. We're just concerned about how quickly CCM can customize gloves for all the different teams in the CHL.
Look, I understand that. However, we already have a very, well team that's dedicated just in their customization department. They already do the gloves for the AHL, the American Hockey League. So I guarantee you that my team will be able to get these designs and colors in on time, as we have a one-on-one matching software that we use to match the colors. So there'll never be any faulty products. And to elaborate on this, I can show you our customization tab that our pros use. As you can see, you go here, you completely design your gloves, get the one-on-one spec set you need, and get them in on time. And this is what the teams in your leagues will be using, but I guarantee you that this is effective and the colors will match up and everything will look good.
And I think I have to get back to you on this one.
Look, Dan, I get it. It's all good, but I think, what is, the one factor that you're still considering? What is it that's holding you back? If I can show you, list the pros and cons, would that help you make your decision?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, great. So I actually have a T-chart here listing the pros and cons for a CCM. So as you can see, these are some of the reasons not to buy. As you mentioned, concern about switching from their existing glove partner. Now, I think we eliminated this by, ensuring a trial run for your players to test the gloves. I think they'll like it. Hesitation about timing and implementing. I know you just mentioned this. I get it can be stressful. Product doesn't come in on time. Like these gloves, you need them in on time. I get that. However, I think I demonstrated that, we can get these colors and match perfectly in on time for you. On top of that, you mentioned uncertainty about how players might not like them. I think through our trial runs, and we have a couple fitting sessions and the testimonials and statistics from the other players can prove that wrong. If you look at the pro side on reasons to buy, the league-wide consistency and professional image with a premium glove supplier. I strongly emphasize on this one with the customization options and the patch options you can get. Our gloves also offer unbeatable comfort, protection, and durability. I can actually show you a quick statistics that we have. If you take a look at this chart, you can see the performance comparison between the CCM FT8 Pro gloves and competitor gloves. As you can see, CCM in the orange, they're ranked high on every single segment. So durability, protection, comfort, and moisture control. Additionally, we also conducted a survey through 120 pro players, non-CCM players. 68% reported that their gloves got soggy or hard. 54% said that they smelled bad after 6 weeks, right? I could describe that any other way, but I'll keep it professional. Didn't smell good, right? And as I mentioned earlier, it's around 2.6 pairs per player for a season. However, looking at CCM side, so you can see percentage drops to 22%, odor 18%, and the frequency decreases to 1.8 pairs per player per year. And as you can see, that is a massive massive decrease compared to the non-CCM users. Also, CCM provides a reliable supply of product, full customization options, and strong marketing support for CHL as a brand. So Dan, after listening to all this, the contract terms, it's a 4-year exclusive partnership for CCM to be the official glove supplier of the CHL. The product being the CCM JetSpeed FT8 Pro gloves. The pricing starts at $600,000. This includes a league-wide bulk discount as well as renewal options. So we will give you the option to renewal after each season if you want to stick with us. As well as marketing opportunities, as CCM can sponsor CHL events or ball hockey games, make Timbits jerseys, etc. Anything you guys might need. And for delivery, custom orders will be ensured to be delivered by next season, beginning in the summer. So Dan, given the FT8 Pro gloves, elite performance, comfort, breathability, is it in your best interest to move forward with preparing the agreement for this deal so we can begin custom fitting and delivery of these gloves?
I believe it is.
Great, Dan.
Okay.
Thank you
Always
very
a
much.
pleasure to meet with you, Aiden.
Love it. I'll get on the ice soon.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to.
Yeah. All right. How long was that? 16.